What is it like in the blackout?
What was it like in the blackout? Well, you couldn't see anything for a start. And then you had to have a special lamp on your bicycle, so the lamp only shone onto the road that you were riding on. But I can't remember much else. I can remember another thing though, if a policeman caught you without a light on, you had to have lights on the front and the back of your bike if you went out in the blackout. And if you never had the light on, and a policeman would stop you, and he used to say, "Where's your lights?" And we used to say, "There is something around the liver."
What is it like to live in a shelter?
Very nice, gloomy and damp.
What did you eat in the war?
What did I eat in the war? Well, not as much as you fellas get now. We used to get cheese and a little bit of butter. It was only, what was it, only 1/8 of cheese and 1/8 of butter. That's not very much, is it? Then we used to get a little porridge, and we used to have toast and dripping in the mornings. Not a lot of meat that days.
What toys did you have?
The only toys I had was what my father made for me. And he made a little, that's right. If you remember, Carl, there used to be a lorry about with a steam engine on the front. And he made me a lorry just the same as that. There used to be a steam engine on the front. It was driven by steam.
Did you like being evacuated?
Yes, I was evacuated twice. Once when the war started. I didn't know I didn't know nothing about the start of the war. But I remember we had to be evacuated, myself and my sister. They gave us, you had your gas mask in a little cardboard box, round, and they gave us a little bag, brown paper bag, and I think there was a tin of milk in there and some biscuits and some other food. I can't remember what was the rest of it. Then we all went down to Southampton Central Station, and there was hundreds down there. And I remember my mother saying, "Can you keep me and the sister together?" And but we couldn't stay together. No, we lost each other. I'll tell you what happened. I can distinctly remember we got evacuated to Bournemouth. And I can remember there was a lot of us. We went round in groups, and they were knocking on all the doors and saying, "Will you take these evacuees in and look after them?" And that's what happened. And I finished up in a big house in Bournemouth with another boy. And it was a big house. We had our own bedrooms, which was marvellous then. Yeah.
Did you have to work for any of the jobs that the evacuation
No, I didn't work
made
at all
them?
then. But I'll tell you now, if you go on to the second time I was evacuated, so we got evacuated again down to Dorset. And in a little village down in Dorset, and the people we stayed with there were farmers.
Not with your sister though, still not with his
No,
sister.
not with
Still on your own?
Yeah,
And
with your cousin, wasn't it?
we used to get, instead of 2 weeks Christmas or something, well, we used to have 6 weeks, and then we used to help on the farm.
Did you go through the Blitz?
Yes, unfortunately, that's where I got evacuated the second time.
What was it like?
Not very nice. The air raid started, that's right. We used to get a lot of air raids, but nothing ever happened. Then all of a sudden something did. Southampton got bombed, and the houses behind us, we lived in a little house like that over there, and the houses behind us were alight. They burnt everything, the Germans. And then all of a sudden the houses opposite caught light. And my dad said, "We're not staying here." So off we went. We were going to go up to the common, but some soldiers stopped us. They said, "You're not going anywhere in this." And we went into a big sort of an army barracks place and spent the night there. But it wasn't very nice to see the houses burning opposite and the houses behind you burning. And it's a little bit worrying.
Did you go to school during the
Yes,
time?
we went to school, but the school was very disrupted. I think when you asked me to do this, I remember lessons down in Southampton Central School, and the sirens would go and you went out the classroom with the gas mask down in the big concrete showers in the playground.
We tried that at school. We went down to our
Did-
shelter
Did you?
halls.
And we used to carry on the lessons in the showers.
Yeah.
How old were you during the war?
Well, I think when I was first evacuated, I was, what was it? 1920, I was, 10 years old when the war
10,
started.
Yeah,
So because I was 6.
6, yeah.
And I started work the last day of the war when I was 15.
Like when what did you feel when you had to leave your evacuation parents and then went back home to your original ones?
Well, the first time it wasn't very good. But the second time, I liked it, the second people I had.
He didn't want to leave.
That little chocolate in that little village. I was taking the grandma
Really?
down there. And I loved that down in the country. You could go up the road and watch the cows being milked. You could still drink milk while it's still warm from the cow. And you caught the trams. Well, we got up then, we was coming back, 8 o'clock, Sunday night, caught the tram. We're halfway home, and the policeman, ooh, you can't go any further, the rail air raid's on, it's dangerous to go any further. So we stopped, and we had to go into a shelter under some houses. We sheltered.
How long did you stay in the shelters for?
How long did you
That
stay
one
there?
night, only the one night. Now let me finish the bit I just think you remember. When we came out from that shelter, the tram was still there, but it was all burnt. The tram was all
Sam was
burnt.
gone. And we had people come and stay with us, had to live with us.
So you
Oh.
had sort of
So we had
the
We
evacuees
had
come and
people, like homeless people, because they'd lost their house in there. You know where Sainsbury's is in Bittern? Well, there were some houses there along there, and they were all bombed. And they came out there.
So the difference just between sort of like 3 miles in the postal code is the
One was being
difference.
evacuated, one's
Difference
coming
of being
home.
evacuated and
But
actually
we had
having
sort
people.
of and we only went to school for half a day because the evacuees used to have to go one half,
And you
we
went.
went in the other half.
Schooling used to get very
But we-
interrupted.
Louisa, when we went to the shelter, like Uncle my granddad was saying, that we used to have to, we would be doing our tables and then we would be singing and we'd sing a song called There'll Always Be an England.
There'll always be an England while there's a country lane. Wherever there's a cottage small beside a field of grain, there'll always be an England while there's a busy